Love is action. It's also about intangibles and demonstrating expressions. I'm talking about a woman with substance, players. A woman that has substance and good qualities. Number 1, she mentally submits to his influence. The best way she can show her man love is to first trust herself and accept his rational thoughts, ideas, plans, and opinions. Most times, but in a healthy way. Even if she thinks she is right about something. She can be open-minded to his side of things. Accepting her man's logical influence allows her to see problems and issues from his perspective, and she is able to further see how he feels about a particular situation. Being accepting is the best way for both partners to find the word yes. I didn't look at it that way. That makes a whole lot of sense, and I never thought about it like that. It's not about who's right. It's about having each partner's best interest at heart and finding the right solution to the problem. That was number 1, player. Love is action. Love is action, players. Number 2, stay consistently curious, player. Stay consistently curious, player. When a partner starts being curious about the other, that puts the relationship at a standstill. Sure, she's probably shared a few pieces of her personal history with you, but a man's words are like a shovel, and his woman's brain is the deep blue sea. So he has to constantly dig for the hidden treasures that live deep down inside of her memory bank. This keeps both partners interested in one another. The first place to start, player, is her childhood, her teens, and her adult years. Asking questions keeps her interested in you, and you remaining a mystery keeps her looking for the pieces to your puzzle, player. A man's words is like a shovel, player. A man's words is like a shovel. Hold up. This is a woman that has substance, players. You got to have more than just $1 million and physical attractions and sexual skills like B. Simone. She got to have substance and good qualities about herself also. Number 3, players. She has to master the art of apologizing. Every human being makes mistakes, but the key is to learn how to do it effectively. And that way it shows her man she respects herself, him, and value their relationship. Saying she was wrong is another way of saying I love and respect you and what we share. It also stops the resentment and conflict further on down the line. Taking responsibility is a skill that goes a long way in life and in relationships, player. In life and in relationships, player. Love is action. Number 4, sharing the other 50% side of herself to her man that she's ashamed of and embarrassed about and uncomfortable revealing. Intimacy, players. Intimacy is the biggest factor that sets love apart from the physical attraction and lust in the beginning stages in a relationship. Intimacy is the biggest factor that sets love apart from the physical attractions and lust in the beginning stages in the relationship. Intimacy involves personal disclosure. It allows your innermost feelings, fears, dreams, desires, wants, and needs to be uncovered. Opening up to your partner when revealing deep personal hidden secrets shows that she's relaxed, trusts you, and has a level of love for you also, player. Number 5, really looks at you, and I like this one. Really looks at you, player. Really looks at you. You catch her glancing and smiling at you from across the room when you're not even looking at her. Y'all can be at a restaurant, at the movies, when you're around your homies, or while you're just breaking down something real important. That's a non-verbal signal that she's still floating on cloud 9, and she's amazed by just being in your physical presence, player. And she's amazed at just being in your physical presence, player. I like that one, player, because when I'm talking, I'm breaking down something to a female, I like how she can just sit there and look at me, man. Just sit there and look at me break something down. Like she just, she know I'm confident about it. I'm breaking it down to the T, and she just sitting there looking at me just in awe. I love that. Number 6, players. Avoid doing things her man dislikes. And players, this will keep her in pocket. I go further. She knows 4 or 5 things. She knows about 4 or 5 things that will upset you or you just want to approve of, and she knows just what to do to avoid them. That's a sign she really cares about your feelings and doesn't want to be disappointed by your disapproval. That's what keeps her in pocket. So she's doing whatever it takes to be respectful for herself and towards you. She doesn't want to be disappointed by your disapproval. That keeps her in pocket, player. Her disappointing you, it's hurting her, player, but she don't want to be disappointed by your disapproval, player. That keeps her in pocket. But it's a lot of reasons why she stay in pocket. I'll get on that later. Number 7 on another video. Number 7, player. Wants you at your best. Most times gives you compliments to boost your self-esteem. Make sure you feel good about yourself to make you feel more confident and secure in yourself and y'all's relationship, player. This is a woman, player, that has substance, player, and good qualities, not just money, physical attractions, and sexual skills, player. Love is action. It's also about the intangibles and demonstrating expressions, player. Number 8. It doesn't explain about things you like. No, doesn't complain about the things you like. Your partner doesn't mind going to places you love, attending football game, baseball game, basketball games, your favorite restaurant, comedy shows, and other public events because she just enjoys being around and spending time with you no matter when or where the place is, player. Number 9. Kills the fights. And I like this one about a female. Kills the fights. She has a tendency to just want to get to the bottom of the real issues and problems and resolving them instead of going on and on about them. She does that because she knows it could jeopardize something she really loves and values, and that's you and the relationship, player. I like that one. I love that one, player. We ain't got to argue. Let's just solve this right now. I'd rather get these problems and issues resolved instead of jeopardizing what I love and care about the most and value the most. That's her man and the relationship, player. Number 10. Makes her phone invisible when you're speaking. I love this one too. Makes her phone invisible when you're speaking, player. She knows every word that comes out of your mouth has real substance, and it has a real big impact on her life and yours. So her putting her phone away to hear you talk shows just how much she loves and values your every word and your time, players. A woman giving you her full cooperation, her full attention, that's the purest form of generosity. A woman that gives you her full cooperation, player, makes her phone invisible when you speaking. Full attention, player, divided and undivided. That's the purest form of generosity, player. Unselfishness, player. Number 11. In heated moments, she never says the word break up. The word break up or threatening to break up with you. She know you can send a huge sign to make you feel as though that option is on her mind and on the table. So she knows to never threaten to just give up because life without you has likely never came across her mind. Players. I say this. She don't want to mention the word B because she knows that she mention the word B that'll upset you because that lets you know that she done gave up on the relationship. But check this out. She don't want to talk about the word B if you're married to her, the word D, divorce. The only B word she come up with, players, break my back. No break up, no divorce if you're married. The only B word is break my back. That's it. No B word. Cause she don't want to let you know that she giving up. She'll never utter those words around you or it never come across her mind, player, when you get in a heated argument. And that's how you know she's still riding with you, player. Number 12. That's a woman with real substance, player. Number 12. Most times she just wants to hear you and not listen. She's compassionate enough to not only give you advice but also take advice from you because she really and truly values your ideas, thoughts, and opinions. She knows your opinion is the only and best opinion and trusts you enough to point her in the right direction when she's lost. And when she's crooked, you make her straight. And when she zigzags, you provide her a straight line. When she's crooked, player, you make her straight. And when she zigzags, you provide her a straight line. And the main purpose of the woman's life also is to iron out her wrinkles, player. This is love is action. This is love is action, player. What I just broke down was a woman with real substance, player. Not just money, like B. Simone talking about money. A guy gotta have money, this and that. No, it's about the intangibles also, player. But I gotta share a story right quick. I thought about it when B. Simone talked about a guy that got to be an entrepreneur like her, making, a certain amount of money, whatever like that. She on a 9-to-5 guy. It was a story, player. I'm gonna take my time. It was this guy. He was with this woman that did real estate, right? And what happened was they was talking for a while. They dated for a while, but I like the story because the woman talked about how much she valued the guy because of his intangibles. She saying he had all the tangibles, and that's what I wanted Nick Cannon to ask B. Simone. B. Simone talked about the guy's tangibles, but she didn't talk about the guy's intangibles. So this woman, she dated the guy for like 8 years, but I'm gonna back the story up from the beginning. So they met. He was working on ships, right? And she was making more than him because she was on doing real estate, and her real estate business was pumping, man. Like, she was really successful, man. Really successful. So, they met or whatever. She didn't do like B. Simone and say, well, I don't want to mess with him because I made more than him, whatever. Because she knew how much value he could bring to her, and she could benefit from him also. So check this. She always talked about how every time he had ideas, his eyes would light up. But she talked about what I liked about. She talked about the man principles. He stood on every word he said, his promises, every word that if he said he's gonna build a fence, he built it. So, everything he said, he stood on. But she said he had an idea about starting a garbage truck business, right? So check this out. He was already working on ships. And he was making, a little bit amount of money, But he wanted to work on his own garbage truck. So he saved up his money, I say about 5 years. He bought him his first garbage truck. He fixed on it. And a few years later, man, he just kept working and kept working. And the woman talked about how he didn't give up. He kept, determination, and kept striving, man. He kept going at it non-stop. He didn't let her give up. But she always said she motivated him each and every time. She just kept motivating him, player. But anyway, I say about another 5 years another few years, he got another truck. So I say like every other year, player, he would get another truck after another truck. And he told the guys that he worked with on the ships that when he got like certain trucks, that he would like let them come work for him. And player, that's what he did. When he got like 10 trucks, player, and like I say around 10, 11, 12 years, the same guys he worked with, he hired on with him. But I like the story because they got married later on, like 8 years after that. But I like the story because she didn't come at him like B. Simone did, because she appreciated the man himself. But he already showed that he had the tangibles able, to provide provision and protection. But she talked about how the man, like, he always stood on principles, stood on his words, his integrity, his determination, his ambition, his drive, his integrity, his character. Like, she always talked about that. So when I thought about when B. Simone said a guy 9-to-5, you just don't know a 9-to-5 guy can bring you way more. Because, like, I like what the rapper Tory Lanez told her. He said a lot of these 9-to-5 guys that you talking about made more than some of your rappers, They ain't leasing cars. They done bought houses and all that, just like this guy. Now, the guy that lady was with on that story I read, she went to making more than him on the ships he working on. But when he got that business together, he got like 20 trucks, man. And he started like getting little contracts and going to certain neighborhoods when he got that one truck. And then, man, when he started to get that going, he got 2 trucks, 3 trucks. Like when he got like 5, 6 trucks, man, he started to get more contracts with other neighborhoods, man. Then he got to like 15 trucks, 20 trucks. Then he opened his own garbage trucking business up, man. So I like what he said, but I like what he said about her. She always bragged about him, but I like what he had to say about her also. He always talked about how his woman, they never really looked down on him. Never. She would always motivate him. Every time that he would think about giving up or just even thought about it, he had his head down. She would always lift his head up and encourage him and motivate him. So I like that story, man. And I think it was in the 90s. She was doing real estate and he was working on the ships. But I liked the story, man, because it showed that just because a man working 9-to-5, that don't mean nothing. It's about the man, his intangibles. And she showed a lot of love because she didn't just up and leave him and think about the material things. And by she making more than him, she looked at the man himself. See what I'm saying? And she also displayed love just by encouraging him and pushing him every time. And he always stood on his word and came through on everything he said. So I appreciate the story because it just said a lot, you know. And she didn't come at him like B. Simone, you know. I'm above you because I make more than you. No, she liked the man himself because of what he represented. So that was just it, players. I want to break that down. You know, the man had 20 trucks, players. He opened up his own garbage trucking company, players. Hired everybody that worked with him, players. Now they work for him. Now he was working on the ship. Now the guys he worked with work for him, and now he making more money than, you know, what his wife making now on real estate. So now all the real estate, the garbage trucking company, and the ship be working on all that stuff coming in together, player. Man, I think they got like 2 or 3 boys now, but player, I like that story, man. I thought about when B. Simone was talking about the 9 to 5 man. She know what she missing because B. Simone don't even know what real love is, you know. If you ask her what real love is, she'll talk about something on the surface level. I guarantee you, it'll be about treating a woman right and all that. A man got to provide and protect. I guarantee you wouldn't be no below the surface thing. Intimacy, love as action, substance. You know what I'm saying? The intangibles, demonstrating expressions. You see what I'm saying? She'll talk about stuff that's on the surface level, not what real love is. I just want to break that down to you, players. There's more to come, players. All right, players, respect.